Guys, Love Island USA Season 7 is in progress right now. 2 weeks in, and we're in the thick of it. Tons of drama has been happening. We've been watching it. We're caught up fully. We're actually extremely invested in it, I would say. We watch it every single night.
It's the best.
And I look forward to it all day.
Me too.
I would say.
Me too.
And so people have been asking us what our thoughts are on everything. We made a little presentation. We thought the best way to do this would be a little, well, actually, this was your idea. And you did most of this.
Kelsey, good job. You did it, Kelsey. You're
Kelsey
awesome,
created a
Kelsey.
slideshow for us, a PowerPoint, to go through each character and tell you our thoughts, try to recap some of the drama. Obviously, it's like impossible to recap everything that's happened because there's been 14 episodes. There's a new one on every single day, pretty much. But we're gonna do our best to touch on the most interesting moments, and we have some clips and some memes and whatnot. And we hope that you enjoy this. Anything to add?
No,
No?
I didn't. I just realized I haven't said anything the whole time. So hi, welcome. Let's talk about Love Island because there's a lot of characters this year. And like Cody here said, I feel like we're presenting at school. These are just our thoughts thus far. We really didn't know what to do about this video because it's like, are we talking to you like you've watched it? Are we talking to you like...
Yeah, maybe, if you haven't seen the show yet,
Maybe this will teach you a thing or two.
maybe you'll still enjoy this because, yeah, you'll get a thing or two from it.
And
Who
you'll
knows?
wanna keep up. Maybe we can do another one for the next 14 episodes.
Here we go. Love
Island Season 7 recap.
recap.
For episodes 1 to 14 by Kelsey and Cody.
The original Islanders.
Boom. So we have Shelly, Huda, Alandria, Yelissa, Bella. I know the dash is confusing. It's Bella.
You know what? I realize why. Her name is Isabel Anna.
Yes. I'm curious if this has always been what she's gone by or if she was trying something new.
For the show?
Yes.
Just
And people have been
quirky and
calling her
cool.
Beldasha.
It's really good.
It's awesome.
Beldash.
Okay. Jeremiah, Nick, Taylor, Austin, and Ace.
This was the original squad. And then basically on day 2, they did this whole intro for Yulisa.
Well,
Oh, nice. Damn, I didn't see that coming. That's good. Yeah, she was one of the squad. They did the whole intro. She's like, I'm 4'9". She's like,
Yeah.
Like this tall. But she's like, I own like a mobile bar in Miami and blah, blah, blah. And then day 2, she's just gone. Like
gone.
evaporated. Like they just never even said anything. They just
they ripped her out of there.
ripped her out of there. Without any, all of a sudden.
Bye.
So she partnered up with Ace here in the first episode. That was like their couple. And then Ace was just alone at the end of the second episode.
But I
Or
don't
first,
think he's
even.
concerned about anyone except himself anyway, so it's probably fine.
Yeah.
But he actually, originally, him and Shelly made out. Well, we'll get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the first Islander to leave. And if you haven't seen the show, these are some spoilers. There's spoilers in this, so you can't be mad at us. Bella, gone.
Yeah,
Gone.
she was number 1.
Unfortunately.
To leave.
She was entertaining.
She seems to be a fan favorite too, so people are talking about her maybe coming back. I saw something that was like her Instagram, the latest post from like today or yesterday or something. The caption was like, Bella
Yeah,
has
I
returned
saw
home. Her team is gonna continue doing her social media as she like decompresses from,
Yeah, I saw
from her
that
trip to
too.
Fiji or something.
That's weird.
It's like, what a weird, it's clearly like she's gonna go back on the show, so they don't want her to have
I
her
don't
phone.
think she's gonna go back on the show.
Then is that really what it is then, that she's decompressing?
Maybe.
Her trip to Fiji was too stressful to
I mean,
use
she was
Instagram
on like reality
for a
TV.
couple weeks after
Who the
she
hell
gets back.
knows? These are the bombshells, so these are the people that come in after. Sierra, Amaya, Hannah, Iris, Charlie, Pepe, Jalen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's
get cooking. So we're gonna just go through everyone, give you some backstory, give you like some fun facts, if you will, about them. So this is Ace. You might recognize him from his dancing Zoom videos.
None of that. No. It's this. Okay?
So I've seen those before. They're really funny, but how does he make them happen is what I'm wondering.
I have no idea. So Ace, he originally was coupled up with Yelissa. She disappeared. Also was into Shelly. They actually kissed first, but then Yelissa stole him from Shelly. So,
Yeah.
And now he's in a fight to get Shelly back. One thing about Ace is that he refuses to let Shelly have a peaceful breakfast. Every morning he is waking up and forcing this girl to do some sort of activity, whether it's pancakes and ping pong or like yoga, and she like doesn't get a bite of pancake until she like wins a shot. Like it's like trying to like do like dates and stuff, but they're always during breakfast, and it's just, I think, too much, but she seems to like it.
She seems to like it. I would be fucking annoyed.
Me too.
It's like every morning he walks in the room where they're all getting ready and he goes, get ready, we got shit to do.
Yeah, and she's
it's
like, okay.
Like if that was me, I'd be like, this is the only time period
100%.
in life where we don't have shit to do. It's a fucking reality show about laying around in the sun.
Right.
I don't want to play ping pong and pancakes, whatever.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I almost said peanuts. I don't know why.
Aw, peanuts. He's probably lecturing someone. You can find him throughout the house, just kind of teaching someone what they should be doing better in order to succeed at the game, even though he has yet to be in a successful couple.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot to say. Sometimes I kind of agree with it. Most of the time I think it's annoying.
I agree. He's a confusing one for me. I've been found saying he's Satan on multiple occasions because he's like too smooth and like...
He's always kind of like this.
He always knows exactly what to say. He's like incredible at flirting.
He rises
from one man to another. Like he really is. It's insane. But he's almost like too good. It's like, how the fuck are you this smooth? There's got to be something evil about you, you know? In these latest episodes, he's kind of like all the shit that he's been talking to Jeremiah and Huda. Like he was the main catalyst behind that. He's like, this is fucking fake. All that stuff. I'm like, I agree with you. So maybe I like him. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I don't know. I don't really trust him. There was a recoupling, and Amaya, who you'll meet, was a bombshell, and he had this thing going with Shelly already, but he chose to couple up with Amaya over Shelly. He did not want to be talked to, looked at, or touched by Amaya. He refused. It almost seemed as though he was disgusted by her immediately after coupling up with her and choosing to couple up with her, which I found to be quite confusing. I think Amaya also found it to be quite confusing.
Like him and Shelly were flirting, sparks were flying.
Yeah.
And then they came to a recoupling. And it was Shelly and this new girl. And everyone's like, the whole audience, everyone in the house is like, he's gonna pick Shelly, obviously.
Shelly, obviously.
And he chose the new girl. And then just
okay.
gave this lecture to her like the day after about how he doesn't want to be called babe.
Doesn't want to be called babe, doesn't want to touch, doesn't want to kiss, and it's all because he's a, quote, slow burner. Meanwhile, this is Ace with Shelly, so I'm not entirely sure what kind of slow burner he is, if this is him with Shelly.
It's a bad idea, right? What are you doing? Do you see that?
That's him slow burning.
The old pie in the mouth makeout slow burn technique.
Wrap the leg around, slow burn. Oh, pick her up. Slow burn.
Slow burn.
So he was a bit confusing for that one, for sure.
No, but then I have a clip of him. This is him with Amaya.
You calling your partner when you're in a relationship.
This is right after he chose to couple up with her.
He chose to be with her.
He chose her.
She had no control.
Shelly thing where they just made out happened. Then he chose not to couple up with her and instead to couple up with her. And then this is what he says the next day.
My partner?
Yeah.
I usually make up a nickname for them, like my own personal nickname.
Yeah.
Or babe.
Oh. Even babe is like a lot for me too, and I know she like to say that a lot.
Oh my god! So you want me to stop calling you babe? Damn.
Yeah,
Okay, so he doesn't want to be called babe.
She's like, wait, are you fucking kidding? He's like, nah.
Yeah.
No, I'm being for real.
But get this man a pie and a Shelly, and he's licking the pie, shoving his tongue down Shelly's throat, like holding her up, kissing her, making out with her.
Anyways, I've also never seen two people more at odds. I mean, maybe Jeremiah and Huda. We'll get into that. Him and Amaya, like literally every time they spoke, it was just like erupted in a fucking passionate argument.
Just like didn't want to be with her. I don't really know what the hell that was. Then I don't know why he chose to be with her. In the most recent episode 14, he did recouple with Shelly.
Yes. So
that's good.
This is a funny picture I found.
Yes, I've seen that a million times at this point. Honestly, true.
I can laugh at it because I'm also a short king.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we'll get into Shelly, queen. A few things about Shelly. She's perfect. She was in a couple with Austin, but she can't resist Ace. So her and Ace, like we said, literally just last night coupled up. She's been in a couple with Austin since the beginning, but she's always had her thing for Ace. She knows Ace.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they talked about it in the first episode.
How do they know each other?
They met outside a club.
Oh, right.
When Ace first walked in, she was like, Ace? And he was like, Shelly? Like, they already knew each other. They did not know that they were both going on Love Island. Some people might say invisible string theory. Some people might say fate. Some people might just say coincidence. But they already did have, like, a little thing. Another thing about Shelly is that she should be coupled up with Sierra, which we will get into.
Right now.
Oh, right this moment. So,
check this out.
In the pie challenge, which you saw with the licking of the thing and the whatnot, Sierra chose Shelly for something, and then she said, and I quote, "Do you know how long I've been waiting to get my lips on Shelly?" And she barely tossed the thing to make sure that they kissed, and then they had a beautiful, passionate kiss that it seems like they've been waiting to do, and it was awesome. And so, I feel like they have more chemistry than Sierra does with her partner, and probably Shelly does with Ace as well.
By the way, would be a crazy origin story if they actually ended up getting married, Ace and Shelly.
I know.
Like, Mommy and Daddy, how did you guys meet? We met outside of a club. Then we actually started dating on national television.
All right, which brings us to Austin. Who I really didn't like at first, but he's funny.
Me neither. I thought he looked...
He's growing
this guy,
on
like,
me.
looks... I don't know what he looks like, but, I mean, you said he looks like a 90s, like, boy, or like an early 2000s boy band
He
star.
looks like a 90s, like, either movie star or, like, music star. So he looks familiar. And one of my friends said, like, Aaron Carter
Yeah,
vibes.
okay, I see that. Yeah.
And at first you're like, oh, I don't know about this guy, but he's like making us laugh a lot.
Yeah.
He understandably falls more in love with Shelly every time they speak. They are not coupled up anymore, and he chose also to not be in a couple with her, so he might have moved on just because of like the love triangle thing going on. And also, like, anyone would fall in love with Shelly. She's like so beautiful and like charming and stuff. So it's just like, it makes sense, you know? But he's now coupled up with Amaya, actually, who we'll get into in a second. He teaches meditation to everyone, and that's in quotes because I really only see him doing, he's like push the energy out.
Yeah, I don't really
Bow
know.
and
I
arrow.
wouldn't really call it meditation.
But that's what he calls it.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't really call it that, I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's why I put it in quotes. He teaches
Like,
meditation
he's like,
to everyone.
I don't even know what it is. It's like a breathing exercise, and then he'll go, "Ugh!"
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's like, you know, what are you doing?
Right.
Motorboating ghost boobs?
Maybe. We've
Maybe.
all done it.
Yeah, we've all done a ghost
We've all done a
motorboat.
ghost motorboat.
Yeah.
So yes, he's teaching meditation to everyone while also simultaneously stressing out heavily about Shelly and Ace. And I'm kind of glad that he's chosen a different path at this point because it was too much.
Like, it just, for 2 weeks straight, basically, it was like, I don't think this is gonna happen with Shelly. And then he'd talk with her, and he'd be like, oh, I'm so in love with her. And then she would go off and
Do
one of those,
and-
like, stupid dates with Ace, and he'd be like, what the fuck is going on, man? I kind of felt bad for him, honestly. The first 2 weeks, he was just, like, kind of in limbo, because he's like, I just really want this to work, but
Right.
she kept gravitating towards
And
him.
he wasn't doing a whole lot, you know?
No, yeah, he was just doing these stupid little meditation things.
And I don't think he likes Ace very much, but that's something for another day. Fun fact about him is that he has sent thousands of nudes. They played a game where everyone had to like say how many nudes they've sent, and his number was thousands. So I thought that was interesting. And he said he was in a long distance relationship. And then a little other fun fact is that he got a little extra love from Ariana. And this really made me giggle.
Yeah, he's also in love with Ariana. Here's him asking to be spanked by her.
And she spanks him. And I missed that the last time, but I found that online and it really made me giggle.
That's another part of the show that I've personal gripe with, is how much the host is like I don't even know. It's like every time she comes in, everyone's like, oh my fucking God. I get it because she's about to, you know, shake things up, but it's
This
just,
gripe makes no sense.
it's just like the host has never been like that type of character on any other show. I don't know what it is about the show where like the host comes in, everyone's like, holy fuck, she looks so fucking sexy. Oh my God, what's she gonna do this time? What's she gonna do? She's gonna shake things up, but she looks so fucking sexy.
But she, first of all, usually
No, she
does
looks
look
good. I agree. It's just, why is she like this like deity like walking in the
Because
fucking
she
villa?
comes in and everyone ends up crying.
I guess, but they're also like infatuated by her at the same time.
Also, if you think about it, like they don't see anyone except each other.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, anyone walking in would be like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
You know, it's like a plumber walking
Right,
in. They're
yeah,
like,
it's
the
like,
plumber looks so
sorry.
fucking sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a couple clips that I found. Here's one of him getting frustrated with Austin and Shelly, just to give you a little
Ace
background.
and Shelly.
Oh my God.
He needs to get the out of the way with Shelly. Honestly, I'm kind of over the Shelly thing. Yeah.
How'd you feel like when I said Amaya's name?
I didn't feel confused. I know you're still exploring and stuff, but naturally as a human, I feel a little bit of a way.
I don't want to be in the. I'm tired of being in a triangle, dude.
The check by list, how to date Ace.
And then do you think I'm really about to sit there and be like, yep, okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is that. Like, I'm not trying to be the perfect girl for Ace. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Really
at
not?
all. No, I'm just trying to be Shelly, and if Shelly and Ace click, then Shelly and Ace click.
This is actually a beautiful example of Shelly.
Yeah, I know,
and
really.
a perfect example of Ace trying to think he's doing something.
And then
And
Austin
Austin freaking out.
up on a balcony going like, why, dude?
I'm sick and tired of Shelly and Ace.
Dude, I'm sick of being in a love triangle. I can't really do an impression of him, but...
Why didn't Ace pick her? Pick Shelly yesterday.
See, why didn't he pick her?
He is correct. Like, Ace could have just picked Shelly and then he didn't, and then he kept Austin in this love triangle, which is very frustrating.
I think this perfectly illustrates like how he makes us laugh right here. Imagine having a moment like that with your girl and your homie just staring you down.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching, that's for sure.
He even says, I enjoyed watching. That's for sure.
That's insane. That's really wild. First of all, pretty wild that she, like, was doing that. Second of all, like, pretty wild that he looked straight ahead and he was just standing like this.
Just...
This will obviously bring us to someone else who we've mentioned a few times now, and that is Amaya. Here's Amaya. She's a bombshell. Here are some facts about Amaya. 1, she will find any opportunity to talk at the same exact time that someone else is talking. If you're talking, she's also talking. She has gotten a little bit better in the last few episodes, but there was a period of time.
There was a period of time when...
Nice. Solid.
That could have been better executed by me, I think.
Yeah,
But...
We're both waiting for the other person to talk. Okay, next up. She is calling you babe, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ace.
Yeah.
But, and it is true, like, she was calling everyone babe. Like, Ace didn't need to really, like, put an accent on that because, like...
I think it's a bad thing.
She wasn't
by any
saying,
means.
like...
It's not like babe is, like... Babe is just, like, a general sort of, like, throwaway term of endearment,
For some
you know?
people, like, I don't know, it could be, like, if we were dating... like, if you and I were a couple. No, but, like, I don't know, if you called me babe and I was like, I don't want you to just call anyone babe, I want you to only call me that, that's one thing. But, like, we have friends who just say, like, hi babe, you know? Or
Yeah.
And it's, like, it doesn't matter. I think to some people, it's just, like, a term of endearment.
Yeah.
And to her, it very much is. And she has said that. Like, she's been like, I call literally everyone babe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would call you babe if we were a couple.
Me too. I'd totally call you babe.
Yeah.
Love you,
I'd
babe.
probably kiss you too.
She is also probably crying. And
She's
crying
the most
a lot.
fucking dramatic person I've ever seen in my entire life.
And something that
I'm pretty
she'll
sure.
probably cry about is if you approach her and ask if you guys could get to know each other in a couple. She would really cry about that.
When did she cry about that?
When Charlie asked if they could get to know each other.
Right.
She was full on sobbing.
Right, so like the backstory behind that is
Charlie was coupled up with Hannah.
Hannah goes off and makes out with Pepe, so Charlie's like, I gotta explore my options, I guess. So he goes to Amaya. Meanwhile, Amaya and Hannah are like good friends, apparently. As good of friends as you can be after 3 days.
Right.
And Amaya just immediately just starts melting down.
Like full on.
I can't believe you would even like.
But
I feel
like,
so.
We couldn't tell if she was crying because she was turning Charlie down, if she was crying because she didn't want to hurt Hannah.
And Charlie's just like this nice British guy.
He is like the sweetest guy. He's like, I don't want to make you upset. I felt horrible for him.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'll take the L on this one. I'll take the L.
It was like really uncomfortable to watch, but she was fully sobbing for no reason. Well, for a reason, but like it was a lot of tears.
For a Riesling.
Okay.
Yep. Why not?
She is seemingly under the impression that if you're being dumped from the island, so if there's recoupling and someone has to go home, you're being murdered.
Yeah, they're murdering them.
And the only reason that we have come to this conclusion that that's what she thinks is happening is because of her reaction when someone had to be dumped from the island.
You each have to decide who you want to dump right here and right now.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, though. No. I don't want to do that. Bro, what? No.
I just want to say...
No.
No, shut up. No, you shut your fucking mouth. Don't say shit.
It's just funny.
Look at her. She's She's distraught.
She was like, my favorite part is when they're showing all the other people crying, but you can still hear her in the background.
I know, just like,
no. I get it. I do feel like when you're in here, like, it's so intense. Like, I would probably be crying a lot too, but it's just pretty wild to watch.
Are you dead ass right now?
Are you dead ass right now?
Listen, I just want to say before you do.
I don't want to watch this again anymore, but
this is also a funny moment because everyone liked this guy. He kind of got kicked off just via like a shitty sort of
wires were crossed.
Crossed, and he's vulnerable to get voted off with the other two people that were standing there. He immediately stands in front of the group in this moment right here, and people think he's gonna like volunteer.
Yeah, himself
as tribute.
Yes,
you know?
but he's like, then he starts
goes,
like
I'm just
petitioning for
he just goes,
campaigning.
Listen, I gotta stay. Like me and Hannah are like, we just hit like new levels, so like you gotta keep me around. All right, Kelsey has to go briefly, and we're gonna pick this up when she returns. All right, she's back.
I'm back. So that's like one kind of storyline going on.
And that brings us, of course,
to Huda, my favorite.
Listen, she's getting plenty of hate right now online.
I think all you have to do is Google Huda, and you'll probably see people's opinions, and I could say that ours are probably similar.
Yeah, just to be gentle with this, as to not pile on, on top of the whole hop on the dog pile. I will say she completely ruined this season for me.
And I'll challenge that. And I'll say she's kind of making it so entertaining. It's actually kind of mind-blowing that someone actually acts this way.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I follow up on that?
Yeah, of course.
Let me just dovetail off that into what I'm about to say. Is that...
dovetail?
Dovetail. It's like a transition.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a dovetail. I don't know if you'll agree with me or not. I was saying this to Kelsey last night. This whole season kind of has just like sort of like just dark vibes in the sense where there's not a lot of love going on. Normally it's like people are coupled up. At this point it's like there's like multiple people that are very into each other or whatever.
Yeah.
This whole season has been her and Jeremiah. From day one, we're just locked in, and then it's just been drama with them. And like, there's no time to focus on any other characters because it's just them, like, just being toxic and just fucking imploding.
Yeah. So she's been coupled up with Jeremiah since the beginning, as we just said. Since the very beginning.
Very beginning.
She has successfully managed to manipulate the entire house. So she has gotten everyone kind of confused and thinking that she's maybe not insane.
Right.
The last couple episodes, I will say, this past episode 14, after they did the recoupling with the doors, for those of you who have been watching, that episode made me feel like people aren't being fooled by her. But the episode before, where America voted for Jeremiah to be in another couple, America was doing that to look out for Jeremiah. They have just been very toxic together this whole time, but she took that as America looking out for her, and then everyone else kind of did too, and it felt like everybody was against Jeremiah, but I don't think he's the only one at fault here. I don't think he's the main one even at fault. Fun fact about Huda is that she's a mom, or as she calls it, a mommy, which is fine.
It's fine.
She only wants to tell people that once she trusts them, which I understand you not wanting to be a mom as your like main personality trait, 100%. And as time has gone on, it almost feels like she's telling people at the exact moment when they're kind of questioning her, then she'll drop it to be like, this is why I'm acting this way, because I'm a mom. So that way they like feel, I don't want to say feel bad for her, because that's not a reason to feel bad for someone, obviously, but like that's, so then they like feel for her a little bit,
Yeah, she's using it as like a
manipulation tactic almost.
Yeah. But also it's like a crutch, as in like it's like a big moment. This will like elicit some big reaction.
Right,
from
or
people.
she'll be like, oh, you think I'm being crazy? Well, it's actually because I'm going to tell you something I haven't told a lot of people. It's because I'm a mommy. And so then, unfortunately, no one she's told has cared at all. Everybody's kind of just like, okay. Yeah. Like, no one cares. Frankly, not in a negative way, just truly like no one, like everybody's just like,
okay, cool, yeah.
Here are some examples of that.
Moving the way that I move and being very careful with who I talk to and truly investing time into a person is because I'm a mother.
So he said, doesn't seem to really. And she says it and then waits. She kind of waits for like a. She says it and then waits for like a dramatic. Yes, and everybody's just kind of like, okay. Here's another example.
Sierra, this is the first time you're about to hear this. Everyone else knows this, but I'm a mom. When you say
And I just shared this with you.
She said, amazing.
Amazing. I forget this episode. I forgot that happened. That's funny.
Here's her telling Nick, this is the most famous one.
Yeah, I think this is one of the most famous episodes from the show thus far.
I have a secret to tell you. All the girls know, Jeremiah knows, but you have to promise me you're not going to say anything to any of the other guys because it's not their business. But I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mommy?
Mommy?
I don't know why she said I'm a mommy. Why did she say I'm a mommy?
Mamacita.
Go back.
Mamacita.
Go back. Mommy?
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what? A dog?
I have a daughter.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Like a daughter, like a real baby?
Yeah, like a human child.
Wait, that's so cute.
Thanks.
How old is he or she?
She's 4. She's going to be 5.
I have a daughter. How old is he or she?
Yeah, I mean, it's like... Also, he's just like, first of all, after he gets through mommy, mamacita, mom of what, a dog.
Yeah.
Then he says, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Mamacita.
Yeah, it's like she
Mamacita.
came in being like, I'm going to save this for just the biggest moments. These are going to be the biggest moments on this show.
Everybody's
and it's like
gonna
every
freak
single one
out.
fell
Yeah.
flat. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm a mom, like having that be part of who she is, because it is.
It
you know?
is. 100%.
The worst part is she was like, I'm not going to tell the guy that I'm dating until he really likes me, which I find extremely manipulative because it's like, oh, you love me now? Well, surprise.
Yeah.
You're going to be a stepdad.
Mamacita.
This is her telling Jeremiah.
I'm going to get a mamacita tattoo.
Mamacita.
I'm a mamacita. She told Jeremiah, but she had built it up so much.
Oh, I think it's on his, actually. I linked it on his. Well, he's next.
Speak of the devil.
So
Jeremiah.
now, by the way, now I've taken over writing the copy for the slideshow, so it's not going to be as good.
Aw.
It's going to be, these are like my observations. Kelsey's are very like
Funny.
observant and funny.
Yeah.
Mine are pretty guy thoughts.
Cody's like, has curly hair. Jeremiah. Muscly. Mamacita.
Next up
Jer
is
guy.
Huda's love interest up until the last episode. Jeremiah. There he is right there.
My guy just can't win.
That's what it feels like, you know?
Yes.
It feels like he's really trying, honestly. Like, some might say he came in to win, right?
I was under that impression at the beginning.
Like, I'm just going to couple up right away and seem like the best guy ever so that America loves me and I get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
That could be one thing. But it also feels like he has daily revelations where he's like, maybe I was being a shitty guy. And he like tries to better himself and he just cannot win.
He's
Nobody
going through
recognizes. There's not only Huda, which every day they're fighting. It's also like the guys in the villa are like, you should break up with Huda. And then finally he sort of takes a step in that direction and you're like, and they're like, that was pretty disrespectful, dude.
Yeah,
you should like really, this is your first test. You should really try and like work it out.
Yeah,
And he's like, what the fuck?
They're like, I lost respect for you. And
Yeah.
he's like, I don't understand what's going on. I will say, at like the first few episodes, like I was scared of him. I was like, he's the biggest love bomber I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And, you know, there is the argument that, like, he love bombed so hard that she is now acting as a reaction to that.
Yep.
And which
I get
is
that.
valid.
Yep.
I mean, she's going pretty hard,
Yep.
but he was also going pretty hard. Like, for example, when they first coupled up, the first 5 minutes of them being a couple. They're playing a game basically where the guys line up. This is how they chose their original couples, is you go up to the 2 people that you fancy the most and you make out with them. Insane. That's like your first interaction with these people. But Huda had already gone up to him and it was like, you can go up to someone even if a girl's already there. Huda went up to him, they made out, he's like coupled up with her at that point. This is 5 minutes after being coupled up, truly, in the whole series. Another girl comes up to him and he won't kiss him.
She's like, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
He's like, you can kiss me on the cheek. Just like to be respectful of Huda, which is like respectful, but at the same time, it's like you're setting this kind of tone.
It's hour 1 of Love Island.
Right. Can I have a sip?
Yeah. He's like, I got my girl. I'm not gonna.
And it did set a tone. It was a little bit much. Gets called names no matter what he does. So true. Huda is out here, bitch.
Just calling him a bitch, calling him P-word.
Co-
Penis? Calling him a penis?
No.
Pussy. Yeah.
Calling him a bitch, calling him a P, calling him
And
a
then so
liar.
finally he's like, all right, fuck this. I'm not with Huda anymore. And Nick's like, I lost respect for you, bro. Poor poor guy. Like, he doesn't seem like that bad of a dude, honestly. Finally, now it seems like he's gonna start having fun in the villa. He finally coupled up with someone else.
Iris.
It was a big moment. Huda, I'm honestly worried for her. Like, you were saying this yesterday. I hope there's like a therapist or something in the house.
Yeah, I think there is.
She's having a rough time.
Yeah.
And he talks with his mouth closed.
Which,
like, you know that moment from that, famous line from Wedding Crashers when she's like, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me." He can do that. He does that.
He can, I know, but the issue with watching the show with Cody is that pretty much every single time Jeremiah is speaking, which is a lot of the show, Cody's doing an impersonation of him at the same time.
A bad impersonation.
Yes, and so I cannot hear what Jeremiah is saying because Cody's now making sure I know that his mouth is closed when he's talking.
I can't hear what he's saying because his mouth is
fucking
closed.
We can't listen to it because you're talking about it so much. I wish you would close your mouth.
This was his reaction to finding out Huda's a mom.
You okay?
You're a mom?
Yeah.
And you're 24?
Yeah. Over 4 years.
How many kids?
1. I wanted to look at me.
Hold on, I can't.
Okay.
Damn, that is a f***ing bomb. I can't even lie. I did not expect that.
It's a bomb.
Not in a bad way, just like that's a lot of news.
Not in a bad way. It's just like, it's like it's like a good bomb. It's like a happy bomb.
Haven't you heard of good bombs?
It's like a bath bomb.
There you go. There's a good bomb. Something about Jeremiah is that, like, I'm waiting for, like, the screen to glitch and his, like, Instagram filter to come off. Like, doesn't he look like he always has an Instagram filter on?
Or like makeup or something.
Yeah.
That's why I'm such a homebody.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's why I have a 2-bedroom. Light bulb clicking now.
I thought it was like this is so stupid, like a sex room because you didn't want to talk about it.
God.
Because you're like, I have 2 bedrooms. I was like, what's the other one for?
She was saying, like, super unnecessary details about, like, her apartment just to get him, like, asking questions about her living situation. Like, she was like, think about a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, okay. And he's like, what do you have 2 bedrooms for? And she was like, I'll tell you at another point.
Yeah.
It's like
what? Like...
Now it's weird. And he thought she had a sex room.
So as we said, at one point, it was in America's hands. We could vote for the new bombshells to recouple with someone on the show already, right? And America decided that this new girl, Iris, should couple up with Jeremiah because they just wanted them, we wanted them separate. Yeah. You know? This is the moment when that happened.
Jeremiah. What? Okay, that's messy as fuck. What the fuck? That's crazy. Bro, this is so fucked.
Everyone, like, it does not know what to do.
Everyone's just laughing. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Oh, what?
See, everyone on the show is, like, secretly agreeing.
It, yeah.
Like, everyone thinks the same. They all think that they are toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole show, everyone is in agreement, but, like, no one can really say anything. So that's Jeremiah.
That's Jeremiah. Should we talk about Iris, since that's who he's coupled up with now?
Yeah.
You didn't even make one for her.
There's Iris.
There's
right
Iris.
She's
pretty.
She's from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Valley girl.
Is she a Valley girl?
I think she said that.
Oh my god, so you paid attention during Iris? My god, my inner Huda is like really coming out.
But anyway, she seems cool.
Like totally
normal.
Yeah, and like I really appreciated. So Huda, because as you just saw, America put Iris with Jeremiah. Huda then obviously automatically hated Iris. Iris has nothing to do with any of this. She was just thrown in the middle of this whole thing. And frankly, like, it's not her problem. It's not her fault. Like, it has nothing to do with her. She was just put in the middle of this thing. And it's like, she's done nothing to you. Why are you being so mean to her? It's because she's obviously like hates that she's with Jeremiah and is whatever, maybe threatened, who knows. She's not been nice to Iris. She's been like, I feel like Iris I don't trust her, bro, blah, 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 blah. She's like saying all this stuff. And then at the last episode, Huda had the opportunity to get voted off and people voted for her to stay in the villa. And pretty much all the girls, not pretty much, all the girls stood behind Huda. And Iris...
Freshly recoupled up with Jeremiah.
Being yelled at by Huda right after that. Safe option, scapegoat, all of these things. They were walking up, and she could have stood behind Jalen, who's an absolute angel, and who she walked in with, who she was friends with. But instead, she went and stood behind Huda, saving her. And it was kind of a power move. Like, it was not kind of, 100% a power move. Pretty awesome, honestly. Huda was like, I feel bad. I've been so mean to her.
Yeah.
And then she did that, and I'm like, yeah, you should feel bad. Yeah, that's that.
So that's
anyway.
Iris.
That's Iris.
Okay.
Love her. Love.
All right, here's my riveting slide about Alandria.
Alandria, love.
Coupled up with Taylor and really likes him. I have no idea why.
Nice.
No, he's funny.
He is funny.
He's funny.
He's endearing and funny.
No, he's endearing. He's charismatic. He's just, there's nothing.
All these good things.
Yeah. He's sexy as fuck.
We're like, he's awesome, he's funny, he's charismatic, really good guy, but we have
super
no idea
successful,
why.
apparently, like multiple thriving businesses, is super rich. No, he just gives her like nothing.
Yeah,
like he just, you'll see.
Okay, yeah. We do understand why she likes him. I guess that's a bad thing to say, like, or a bad explanation. We understand why she likes him, but like at this point, it's like he's giving you nothing.
Yeah.
She likes country boys. That is so true.
She's Southern. She likes country boys.
Yeah, good point. She's cool, but the best thing about her is how she says Huda. Cody, what?
I don't know. She just says it funny. She goes, Huda. No.
She's awesome. I really like her. I also think she's great. She's like so level-headed. Like sometimes I feel like she's the only one that like is like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. And so she was with Taylor like from the beginning. And they've like, you know, they like each other, it seems. But then Jalen came in and sort of was interested in her. So she was sort of split.
And then America put them together, put her with Jalen for a second there. And then in the last episode, she chose Taylor.
Ready?
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, that's all Cody had to say about Alandria.
And now we have
Taylor.
Probably one of the worst tattoos ever. Ape shall not kill ape.
Southern fashion cowboy? Yeah.
Right? A little bit confusing what his vibe is.
Yes,
he's a cowboy,
like
but he's like
hard
also
to
like
read.
a fashion guy. Like
And he's like a model.
Yeah, it's like kind of got to pick one.
He
I feel like,
is,
you know?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. He's showing us that you don't have to live inside a box.
Yeah, I guess.
Potentially has girlfriend at home.
There's rumors swirling. By the way, I saw this. I did some digging on this. It was just a text that someone posted that was like, hey, I got chosen to be on Love Island because someone else dropped out. I'm going to go do it. But I'll probably come home to you after. It was like a girl that he was seeing, basically.
Okay.
And all the comments are like, he's not going to come home to you after.
Yeah, for sure not.
But a lot of people were kind of theorizing that's why he's not giving Alandria like all, like he's not like being intimate with her because he's got like this, maybe some shit at home, you know? Somebody watching.
But I feel like he is just maybe like not very sexual.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. Because, like, even in other challenges, like, when people go in and, like, make out, like, him and Sierra, like, could have made out.
Yeah, he just, like, doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
But he did make out with people in the baseball
That's my
one.
last.
Apparently really likes Alandria, but, like, refuses to be intimate.
Yeah, I toss a like in there, I guess. Yeah. Apparently really likes Alandria, but, like, refuses to be intimate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Oh my god, you guys. Like, it actually feels like I'm in school again. When you're like, I'll do the first half of the presentation, you do the second half. And then you show up on the day of the presentation and you're like reading it and you're like, what the fuck is this? You're like, this is why I should just do it all myself.
I don't think that's right. I think my points are really good.
I'm
like this,
scared to
like
see
this one.
Seems like a nice guy, TBH. No, first of all, like, barely. Like, he
seems cool. He's, like, funny.
He's funny, but the last couple episodes have kind of, like, sometimes I feel like he's a little bit of a follower. Like, he doesn't have an original thought.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, make Jeremiah feel bad for his actions no matter what he does.
That's
That's
true.
what we talked about when he said he was being disrespectful. But
Him and Jeremiah are boys, but, like, he just... Or it seems like they are, but he's just hard on him, you know?
Yeah.
Wants to keep him in check.
Mamacita. That's a good one. That's a good one. Mamacita's a good one. Coupled up with Sierra. Pretty solid.
Oh, I got some clips here. Oh, already saw that one.
Mamacita. Already saw this one.
Already saw this one. All right. Any fresh clips here?
Yeah, this
already
is the
saw that
Mamacita
one.
Yeah,
cool.
saw
Yeah, so
that one.
3 recycled clips as well that I included. Yeah, so it's pretty good. So,
okay, so he's coupled up with Sierra.
Yep. By the way, this is what I mean by, like, there's not a lot of meat phrasing, but, like, there's not a lot of meat in terms of, you know, other people on the show because it's all been about Jeremiah and Huda. All right, get ready for my groundbreaking info here on Sierra.
I really like Sierra. I think she's beautiful. I think she's chill. I think she's smart. I think she's funny. Stole Nick from Bella. True. Yeah, she came in as a bombshell. Nick was choosing between Bella and Sierra, and he chose Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
Maintains the kissing lip purse all day long.
I don't know if that's how you spell purse, but is it?
I have
purse. She has purse.
She does have purse. Oh my god, she can take the torch.
She does this all day long.
Yeah, like when Huda told her that she was having a...
Yeah, she's like...
And she said, amazing.
Amazing.
That's true. Honestly, I don't know what's really been going on with her and Nick lately. They haven't shown much. I do agree with that. Sometimes I'm like, do they like each other? Or, like, is there, like...
Like, what's even happening?
Yeah, or are they just like, yeah, we're coupled up.
And now we have Hannah.
Hannah. Hannah Bobana
came in guns blazing. And by that I mean she came in. Remember that first challenge?
Yeah.
She laid it all out on the line in terms of like making out with people.
Yeah. It seemed like she was going to be different than she's turned out to be.
Yeah.
She's like a lot more chill than I feel like she came out in the challenge doing, but like you have to do that when you come out for a challenge as a bombshell.
Yeah. At least she was like all over every single dude, which was fine. But yeah, it seemed like that was her personality. And then all of a sudden she's
like pretty chill.
Yeah.
And I actually do really like her. Fell in love with Charlie and then
the British guy, R.I.P.
Yeah, fell in love with Charlie and then he got voted out like literally in an hour later.
Which is true.
This is true. But basically, like, she was coupled up with Charlie. They liked each other. Then a bombshell came in, and she's just getting to know the bombshell, as you do. You know, they would, like, make out a little bit here and there. Charlie approached Amaya to maybe couple up. Amaya was sobbing. That whole thing that we were talking about. Then Hannah realized how much she liked Charlie and how she only wanted to be with him. And they had this really beautiful conversation, how much they liked each other. She was like, I'm so sorry for kissing this other guy, and blah, blah. And
he's like, wow, just totally taken aback by you right now. And they like just fell
they were
deeply in love in this moment.
It was the only couple this far on the season that like actually felt like they were doing things right. Like,
and actually seemed like really into each other.
Seemed really into each other, tested the waters in other parts. Like, you know, he had kissed Shelly before when he first came in, and like he's been around. She was testing with Pepe. They were like seeing if it was gonna work, and then they realized that they just wanted to be with each other, and they were like, she was like, you're like my best friend and someone I really like, blah blah blah.
But because she went and kissed Pepe before,
America saw that and was like oh, she wants to be with Pepe.
Guy. Cool,
we'll help her out.
Yeah, we'll put him with that guy.
Yeah, so everybody voted for her to be with Pepe, not knowing that she was gonna have this breakthrough moment with Charlie, and then truly could have been an hour, could have been 20 minutes. Like, we really have no idea. Ariana comes in as usual to fuck shit up.
Yeah. Whoa, yo, she looking bad. Wow, she looks stunning.
Okay, relax.
I wonder what kind of shit she's gonna stir this time. What do you got for us?
And then Hannah and Pepe went with each other, and then they basically all the other Islanders had to vote one person out. And they ended up voting Charlie out.
One of the best moments of the show, honestly. Like,
yeah, and that's when he
just
was like
going from that conversation to here. Yeah, and
that's when he was like petitioning to stay.
Because he was like, no,
campaigning.
No,
why do I keep saying petitioning?
Yeah.
Campaigning to stay. Moved on to Pepe Le Pew pretty easily afterwards.
Yeah, so the next day, then she's just like, oh, okay, so I'm with Pepe now.
Well, no, she's like, she's gotta like.
Yeah, I know. You
like
got it. You're on the show. It's the game. That's
right.
why it's a shame, because it's not like her and Charlie would have been good together, but now just because of the nature of the show, she's like, oh, now I'm with Pepe.
But I guess I hope her and Charlie find each other again one day.
Yeah, me too. Here's Pepe Le Pew.
Yep, Pepe Le Pew.
He's a pro basketball player, and he does an after-school program. That's all we
really know.
And then this is left over from Huda's page,
and
which I duplicated.
Clearly, because those were the 3 TikToks that were in the other one that he thought he added in. Jalen, our absolute king, truly, is actually 38. No, he's not.
He seemed like he was, though, right?
Yeah, because he was like...
He's a Southern guy. He's got Southern charm. He's got Southern manners,
He's so humble, so, like, sweet. So an absolute king, truly, got his passport just to come on the show. Like, I loved this guy. I want nothing but the best for him. Every time he was on the screen, it was the best thing ever. He was on a boat. Thinking about him, like, getting to go do that boat trip and stuff when he didn't even have a passport, like, a month ago, just, like, makes me so happy.
And he really liked Alandria. He kept like, would pull her for chats.
He wasn't. He didn't
really seem like. Yeah, it didn't really seem like he was talking to anyone. And then like randomly, he'd just go pull Alandria for a chat because he was like really in love with her.
Yeah.
And then he'd ask her how she's doing, and they'd talk for a little bit. And then he'd go, "Cool, can I kiss you on the cheek?" And she'd be, "Sure." He'd go, "Cool."
Yeah,
kiss her on the cheek, and then put his arm around her, and they'd walk downstairs together. It was fucking
very
adorable.
Sweet.
It was adorable.
Yeah.
And then he got fucking voted off.
America voted for them to be together, but she feels some spark with Taylor, and so she ended up choosing Taylor over Jalen, and it couldn't have been easy, but that's what happened. Him and Alandria would have had a beautiful life together. That's true. He's a trucker. True. Dude never stood a chance. Also probably true.
He's just too nice.
He's too good.
He's like just not a fuckboy enough to like make it on this show.
And for the best. Like, he's gonna find someone amazing. And Alandria said like he's gonna give someone like the best life and just be the best guy to them. Yeah. And that's very true. And I'm so team Jalen.
And this is where we left off. Was last night it was between him and Huda.
Yeah.
For who's gonna get voted off.
Yeah.
All the Islanders stood behind who they wanted to save.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it seems like Huda's drama has sort of derailed the show, for some reason they kept her, they voted him off. And that's where we're at.
Yep, and we'll see what happens.
There could be a redemption arc for Huda. Jeremiah seems seems like he's starting his already. Hopefully we'll get to see some other shit happen with other people and some more love.
Let's hope for some more love on Love Island.
Let's cross our fingers.
I hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Yeah, in conclusion, Love Island is a great show to watch, and it's entertaining, and we think you guys should watch it if you don't.
And we hope that if you do watch it, that you're enjoying it, and that you liked our presentation, and that you learned something new today.
And you learned something new. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We hope we get an A. Bye.
Bye.